Previously on Test C Teams.
We had one more number of our number that is missing after this event, and I gestured to this glowing, gleaming black pearl thing. Is it possible that this thing has the consciousness of our friend?
She walks out and folds her arms and sort of like takes up a place by Walnut and says, that would be the least weird thing that happened today. The orb and those strange limbs that have reached out on the world ship leave.
What?
They just pull away and leave from the ship. When this disc comes down, it comes down in the quarry, specifically the northeast.
Oh, I know.
Of a town called Red Larch. When you open the door to the Drawn Courtier, everyone inside says, "Welcome home."
What?
I thought we were in the lobby already.
There's a knit banner over the top. So she's walked into the ultimate party atmosphere. She's walked into the atmosphere that is as party as Red Larch can get.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Rough stuff.
Oh no.
Turn the corner, Propha laid completely out.
What?
On her back, her face frozen in a grimace of fear.
What?
As though she is, like, paused in the middle of a waking nightmare.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line and initial it twice.
Jerry, come on! Oh, thank God we made
Jerry!
it.
Okay, ready.
Hello, I'm Tycho Brahe of Paintercade and Pax. I'm also a Minifest Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated, but today, I'm your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrux. I'm here to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons with my friends, specifically these friends to my right. Dragonborn Narchichisto.
Yep.
Dinar Blitzen.
Yay!
Oh, come on, crew. We can do better
Come on,
than that.
yeah. Well, I feel like we're always kind of mediocre milk
I guess
toast
you're
with
right.
Dinar.
Yeah.
Dinar's the
that
president of
about?
the fan club. The rest, treasurer, secretary, that kind of thing.
Chris. To the right of my right, repping the natural world, get those emotes ready. Well done, Grasco Craw!
Hey, good crowd. Thank you.
Yay, look
Ryan
at the emotes, yay!
really makes a meal of it.
Sort of drunk.
Whoa! There's no way! That's not how it works, it's the wrong animal.
In Dungeons & Dragons, you can do anything you want. You can have a cougar who's a bird.
It's fucking fine. You have a cougar that's a were bird,
See?
right? To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beast.
I'm adjusting, and I see.
Nice.
I see my girl.
Oh, here.
Yeah, sure. Oh, thank you. That's much better.
Like a
Ooh.
banjo-kazooie
What was that?
Yeah, he was cleaning the glass.
Oh.
God.
That was like a
lens.
little tiny turntable.
You guys, I feel like you're not subscribing to the kayfabe today.
Well, it could be
In my head cannon? No.
to the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud. Cthulhu Draub.
Oh, it's okay.
Bees? Where are these coming from?
That happens.
In this economy, the
Laid
strength of the
bees.
yen.
Don't count on it.
My
Now,
prostate?
What do you want to do today, boss?
Got an inverse grid for recession, down 600 points, guys. Can we talk about this? This is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's
Can we do an episode of Mad Money real fast?
Yeah.
Can we get the camera moving?
all we need is the green screen. I feel like the two of you could be sufficiently insane
That'd be good.
for a few minutes. Gathered friends, revered Shadow Council, Mayor Labors, please you. When last we saw our heroes, Walnut had agreed to do a favor for Auspicia's new man,
Connor.
Connor Welver.
Kind
This
of real.
nonsense.
And
Oh, yeah.
you don't know about this. You don't know nothing about this.
I don't know about this.
Walnut was nice. Agreed to help with this squirrel problem. Apparently the key was in a locked box and then the squirrel had taken the other key for that. It was a huge problem.
Yes.
And you agreed to help. And things had been so bonks in the foyer that the two of you decided to use the rear exit back through the kitchen. And in doing so,
Nice. First date?
what seemed novel, what seemed like the shifting of pots and pans in a functioning, non-horrifying kitchen, was in fact something else, insofar as you discovered Prophetess Drawn, the proprietor of the Drawn Courtier,
Yes.
an inn of some renown in the Desrin Valley. Her face seized in a grimace of terror and fear, an expression that does not come quite naturally to her features. That is where we saw things leave off last game.
So Walnut does one of these where she walks in the room and then just like stops Connor short.
He doesn't stop right away. I mean, it takes you have to really focus it, and then eventually he catches on.
And Walnut immediately turns right around, goes into the room with everybody.
Yeah,
And
the party room.
She goes, C team meeting in the kitchen now. C team only.
Brahma points at her chest.
No, C team only.
okay. Is this the first time Walnut's ever called a meeting in the kitchen, or
Yes.
at all?
At a meeting? Yeah.
Yeah, called a meeting at all. Okay, so this is super weird. Rosie's like, "Excuse me," to the two extremely attractive gentlemen who are both, trying to get a word in edgewise with her. She's like, "Excuse me, boys,
Gents, please.
work calls." Beeline for the kitchen. No pun intended.
Line.
Yeah, and I get it. It's
That's the thing.
bee.
B
It's
line.
yeah, it's like a bee pun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pollen.
Yes.
Yeah. Pollen storm.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We're really going on a trip.
Yeah.
This is nice. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. This is fun.
All right, Jerry, I go to the kitchen.
Does Dinar come?
I go to the kitchen. 6?
Yes, you go to 6 kitchens.
Yeah. Dinar sticks his head out of Cathris's room and goes, "What?"
Do you hear Walnut calling
Yeah.
from the kitchen?
And then
Say,
Oh, I don't know that I do.
Ooh.
5? Do I hear it on a 5?
Are you guys having
No.
a pillow fight? You and
Oh,
Mace?
yeah. I don't hear it.
No. And Nace is out
Out?
in the corner. It took no time at all. He is even better at this than you are. This is
Well-
something you're going to have to work to improve.
Well, yeah, he's replaced Cathris, so I'll wake his ass up.
Yeah, he did take your room.
Yeah, he took your room and your role on the team. As a heads up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
Okay, so you wake him up?
I guess. Yes. I
Alright.
kick him as hard as I can in the ribs.
Wow.
it's like a brotherly
It's a
thing.
total
that's what
shift
I'm-
from last time.
That's what brothers do. I assume. I don't know. I have a brother, but I got a lot of friends that are like brothers. And I kicked Jim. They're sleeping, and I needed to wake them up.
Fair enough.
He doubles over, smacks his mouth a few times, and says, "Is it morning?
Yep. Team meeting.
Oh,
let's go.
Okay.
And I grab him by the tail. And
I
I start
got it.
pulling him.
And he points over at the sword and he says, "Do I need it? Like, what do you get up to in this kitchen?" You know what? I'm gonna bring it.
I feel like, yeah. I'm trying to think like realistically.
He
Yeah.
comes down, but he is in just a motley assortment of armor pieces. He leaves a couple plates behind, but toothbrushes
Yeah.
right with him.
Okay. And then I lead him by the tail down the stairs.
So I see them coming, and then I instinctively look for Cthulhu, and then remember, and like step up and walk back into the kitchen, and then I'm assuming Rosie has just seen
Yeah.
the scene.
I think I got as far as you did, and I also stopped short. And that's
Yeah.
where you find me.
Yeah, and Connor has sort of trickled back out of the kitchen and has whispered something to Auspicia and is leading her gently back into the kitchen
That's not what I would have done, but
as
okay.
as the meeting is called to order.
I want to do a medicine check on Papa. Wow, 13.
What exactly are you trying to do? I mean, just describe for me
I
like how you're
want
doing it, and I'll tell you what you did.
To discern if she has any wounds on her, or if this is like magical.
Yeah, I mean, you give her a check over. I mean, in order to actually know, you'd have to see a version of Propha you've barely seen. Like,
Right.
you would have to, functionally speaking, disassemble her like a car in order to actually examine her the way that you need to.
Okay.
Right.
I don't see any like blood.
No, she looks, aside from the rigid, terrified expression and the very, very shallow breathing, there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with her aside from the fact that she doesn't appear to be able to live normally.
So can I check and see if this looks like paralysis? If this looks something magical?
Oh no! Basically, so you're approaching it from. You're like, okay, well, I paralyze people all the time.
Sure, I stun
right?
people.
Well,
Yeah.
Basically, you're approaching this in a more like traditional medicine way.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. At least if we can't, maybe I can examine her eyes and her face and see like, is she frozen in a basilisk looked at her kind of way?
Yeah.
Or
There's no. You're not getting any recognition from her.
Okay, so her eyes aren't moving.
No, they are.
Are they open though?
They are indeed.
Okay. And she is breathing.
She is. It's like in the classic grandma role. I know this just because my grandma told me about this, where it's just like mirror over the mouth
Yeah.
type, just like try to catch just try to see if it steams.
Yeah. Okay. We need to move her. We need to get her out of here. She's still alive, but just barely. Nace,
What happened?
we don't know, but we need to get her up to wherever she sleeps. Where does Propha sleep? We have all the bedrooms.
There's more bedrooms.
Yeah, there's another set.
Okay.
There's basically the rooms that you rent can
Yeah.
either be rented individually or rented in a block, and there's another set just like yours.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I come in as soon as you two come in. I summon. I'm like, Nace, Dinar, we need to lift her. We need to get her upstairs without anybody noticing.
This is like I'm freaked out, and I'm like, it's a crime scene. She's only been here for a minute.
Oh, what are you, the cops?
Whoever did this is still here. And I grab that little twerpy kid.
Connor,
Yeah, and I go, "Did you do this?"
you shake him.
Yeah, I shake the shit out of him.
Give me the intimidate.
I
Let's
shake
see
him
what we
good.
got.
Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, Bobby. All right.
Oh,
19 plus a 7, so 26.
God, when did you get so
snap his
intimidating?
neck.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
no. So his right knee becomes gelatinous, and he's completely cattywampus. Like
Yeah.
without your support, you think that he would just be in a pile.
Yeah. I'm holding him between me and Nace. Just two big dragonborn in his face yelling at him.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You did this!
He's like, and Nace is like, she looks real old. I mean, isn't this what happens to them?
She's not
You're
dead.
You're terrible at this good cop, bad cop thing.
I just said she's not dead. I'm already getting sick of Nace the same way I'm sick of Daenerys.
You did it! You killed her! I start yelling at this kid.
Dead. Walnut, she's not dead.
Auspicia begins to actively pound your chest, like to get you off.
When am I getting out of the little wimp?
He
Jerk.
he is
Little twerp. Yeah, little twerp boy.
he just lifts his hand up and shows you a ring on his ring finger, a wedding ring.
Okay.
And he says, that's my mom. I could never.
They got married? I thought they were just engaged.
Now I'm shaking him harder. Another wedding I wasn't invited to? And I start banging him up against pots.
No, yeah, it has to go down the... It has to go all the way down from like right to left.
Yeah,
I turn to you, Dinar, and I say, well, not all weddings are great.
true.
And
you know
then-
what? It was for the best.
Some are bad.
Yeah.
And then I turn to Connor, and I say, your argument holds no water, by the way.
I turn him. I'm still holding it off the ground.
There is plenty of reasons why people try to kill their moms. So that is not an alibi. But in the meantime, you hold on to him. Nace, let's get Profa upstairs.
Right. Auspicia is clearing out the last of the revelers
Okay.
Yeah.
from the front room.
Good.
She puts the bar down and basically just like clears chairs and tables out of the path in the main room so that she can be brought upstairs.
Okay.
But it's a substantial. This takes both Dragonborn. If they're trying to move Profa out,
Really? Oh.
it's
With the armor and everything, she's got to be 300s.
well, and just completely. She's not designed to be carried in this state.
She would not be enjoying it.
I mean, before we move someone, she was only in the kitchen for a minute. Did someone come in and attack her? Did she set off something in the kitchen? We should be examining the kitchen. What happened in this kitchen?
We can examine the kitchen later, but she needs to be made comfortable, and we need to figure out what's wrong with her. That's the number one thing.
It's pretty comfy in the kitchen.
It's not.
She looks fine.
I don't think a bed is gonna find the perpetrator.
Rosie is giving you just the darkest grandma look. Just do it, Dinar.
All right.
You can do
I'll
your
do it.
CSI Faerûn down here in 5 minutes after you take her upstairs.
Fine.
Nace reaches over, puts that sort of, dragonborn beak up to very near where the sound waves hit a membrane that you interpret as speech. And he says, "Don't they die all the time? Yeah. Isn't this like a normal? This is like, oh, another one."
We live way longer than you do.
That's accurate. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Look.
It's like,
I'm still got Connor for real by the scruff of his neck too.
Okay.
it's like, just break it down. No scales.
Yeah, no, I get it. They're all variations of pigs. I remind them constantly.
Do you want to
Check the back door.
Yeah, let's check the back door. Also, maybe you could just do Croconut, and I can throw Profa on top of you, and you can take her
We're
upstairs.
carrying her.
No,
We hear this.
they're having
Look,
that discussion.
we got
while
her.
they're carrying
It
her.
wouldn't be the only time Croconut has been let loose in the kitchen.
I know.
I've got Connor clumsily by the scruff of the neck with one arm, and then Profa just like grabbing the scruff of her armor by the other.
Well, yeah, just
not gently, just hoisting her up the stairs.
just like right before, like basically like the gorget behind.
Yeah.
And then just pull like a steel cat.
I'm
would carry
assuming
a
Nace
metal
will
kitten.
get the legs. Yeah.
So I want to check and see if there's signs of a forced entry
Oh, in the
back door.
absolutely. Yeah. Give me the perceptiones.
Oh, I yell over my shoulders. I'm carrying the body upstairs. Oh, now we're checking the crime scene. Clang, 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 clang.
You can't hear this happening.
I know.
27.
No, you don't think so. But then again, you know that out here, the rules about, the door being locked. I mean, this is not
Right.
Neverwinter. This isn't Waterdeep. This is Red Larch. It wouldn't be weird to have the back door open.
Do I see footprints leading up to the back door, like fresh ones?
Outside?
Yeah.
There is a well-trodden it is a well-trodden area.
Well, I won't be able to sniff anything out.
Nothing, but your roll is excellent. Nothing about it strikes you as odd. You don't see a new pattern.
Okay.
It's like there's like a moment where you think that you might have seen the impression. You're like, that's Connor's boot.
Got it.
He did it. He did that shit.
Connor did it.
So I turn to Walnut and I say, I'm kind of inspecting all of the things that I think Prophet might have touched in the kitchen, and I'm checking to see like if there's anything that looks like it's been coated with like a contact poison or whatever. And then while I'm doing this, I say, I'm searching around. I'm like, you should probably let Omen know what's happening.
Walnut says, "Are you sure?"
And I turn and look at you. Well, it's his mom. Wouldn't you want to know?
Would I want to know if anything bad happened to my mom?
Do you want to be the one who didn't tell Omen that his mom is frozen in fear in the kitchen?
As you are saying this, she's getting out the book, and she starts writing in the book, and she says, Omen, and she says, Prophet has been attacked, is paralyzed. Any enemies? Question mark.
There isn't anything that comes immediately back. In fact, you see something that looks different than you have seen before.
Oh, what do I see?
Superimposed over each word is just SCRTRN. Over the words that you have written in, they are replaced line for line with Certainty's signature.
Oh,
Redacted.
yeah.
And then right below, it says, hold tight,
Okay.
dash
okay.
C.
Okay. Okay.
So while she's doing this, I am inspecting to see if there's anything that looks environmental about something that Prophet might have touched.
No, this is
You want an
exquisite.
investigation?
Yeah, we are gonna make a BBC mystery here tonight.
Yes. Dude, yes.
Have you ever seen Codfile?
It's not great. Oh, Codfile might be great.
Heard about it.
That's a 4. A dirty 4.
You're looking around, and you think that someone could die probably just from what's left on some of these bowls and plates.
Oof. Okay.
You feel like it maybe in the absence of the C team, maybe standards have gone down. You feel like maybe they've been busy with the wedding or something like that. But you think that this place is just dangerous.
Before I even have a chance to register that I'm doing it, I'm like, I've pulled the stool up to the sink and I've pushed up my sleeves and I've like grabbed the cloth and then I have to go like, no, no, it's a crime scene. It's a crime scene. Put it all down. Put the stool away.
It's good down. All right, I love it. So Auspicia is ahead of you and Nace on the stairs.
Okay.
Leading up. You just go to the next. The other set of rooms, and the room closest to the outside, she opens it up, and it's very, very, like one half of the room is very simple, very stark, and then the other half of the room has a couple of paintings and portraits hung up, and 2 instruments on racks.
Is it?
And she just runs over and throws the sheets over, and basically just like pats the
Yeah.
mattress.
You hear me yell like, "This is a big room. This is a nice room." Hey,
Bigger than mine.
this is a bigger room than mine. Well,
And Nick says, "At least you have a room."
you got a room now? You got my dead friend's room.
Rest in space.
Yeah. We unceremoniously frump her onto the bed.
Okay.
Frump.
She's
still rigid?
Yes. Auspicia begins the process of loosening the straps on the plates and placing it up. And you can tell, I mean, in the room, there isn't even a place for it.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't an established place. Like, you have a place to keep this kind of stuff. And this is apparently, like, you've never seen her without it, except for one time, I think, after she had been hunting.
She was cleaning.
And she brought an animal into the front room. That was the time you saw it. You can't think of another single time. Yeah.
I don't know if this is. There's probably a ton of magical items around. Can I detect magic on her and try to see what's
Yeah, absolutely.
if there's anything? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet, and I know the school and any magical objects.
Absolutely. So
sure it's like
basically, just in the corner, both magical instruments.
Yeah.
Both instruments are revealed to be artifacts of some kind. The two portraits themselves are magical. And so it's just like one half of the room just lights up.
Yeah.
The only thing on this side of the room is a gigantic maul in the corner.
Nothing on her person.
No, we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
What kind of stores does the mall have?
What's that?
Do they have like a Claire's in there?
Borders.
Barnes and Noble.
Hot dog on a stick.
Pretzel Town.
Any Ann.
Pretzel on a stick.
Pretzel on a
Fishbowl.
stick.
A lot of pretzels.
Hot dog on a stick. On a stick.
I love it.
Steam wheel.
So that whatever is on Confessor is noteworthy. You feel like it's the sort of thing you could do a dissertation on.
Oh yeah.
It's spells on spells, just stacked like wood. But she has, even on her person, there are multiple
Yeah.
additional magic items. One of her rings is magical.
Yeah.
And there is a circlet. You can actually see it sort of between the plates of her left boot. There is actually like a glint inside. It's actually like showing through the slats of the plates. Auspicia has continued to.
Yeah, I want to take these.
We're getting
things.
down there eventually.
Yeah, I want to take these things that are setting off alarms on her person, just so I can ask. Yeah. Do you recognize these? Do these look weird?
Yeah, exactly. She says, Audra gave her that
Okay.
when we were little. I don't know what it does, but Audra knows about things like this.
All right.
But she says, as she is basically like the chest plate is off to the side, pauldrons down. But as she looks down and she says, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, the circlet?
You're right.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought the circlet was Audra. Oh, all right. Well,
And so she goes. She makes a special case.
yeah.
She ceases this task, and then manages to get this massive plate boot off, and it is a silver. It's wide. It's about an inch tall. Fairly thin, but about an inch tall silver circlet that just basically rests inside the boot, just above the ankle.
Okay.
And it's covered with writing.
Do I recognize writing?
You recognize some of the writing.
What language is it? Fondalese?
On the outside, it is not Fondalese. The writing that is on the outside, because of the glint from the detection spell, you can tell that there is like almost a shadow of something on the inside between the circlet or the anklet, I guess, and the skin. You can tell that there's just like something shadowed inside there as well.
Okay.
But on the outside, it says, "We who were there shall never forget."
That's ominous.
Okay, I mean this is all interesting. So I can learn the school of magic. Am I getting like bad vibes off this thing?
No,
No,
no, you're not pulling any like necromancy or
or just yeah.
no.
Okay, I mean likely this was there intentionally, but it's worth
Yeah.
noting.
Yeah. It's you feel like just the vibe that you're getting from it is that it's designed to protect.
And then one last thing before.
One more question.
Yeah. Just because I don't know what's going on, I don't know if this works. So it's worth asking.
Do it.
Because I don't know how lay on hands. You can use your lay on hands points to cure diseases or neutralize poisons. If there's some sort of other affliction here. But do I have to know what it is? Do I like have to know the poison I'm curing or something like that?
That's not how I remember
Well,
it.
I'm gonna go for a boop then. Just to,
Because that lay on hand stuff, that's like from another era of D&D altogether.
Yeah.
A much less defined and functionally mythic era.
Yeah.
Where the paladin is essentially like an itinerant problem solver that hits town, solves a bunch of problems, and then goes to the next place.
yeah.
No, you wouldn't need to know what it was. Vars Malus would need to be able to perceive it. You know what I mean?
So could I try to?
Yeah, you
I boop her.
you
Just
give her
with the specific intention of trying to.
you give her
get a
the,
disease or poison.
You give her the boop.
Yep.
And her voice like audibly, her breath audibly catches and stops for a few seconds
Ugh.
and then resumes.
Oh.
Whoa. Don't do that.
I mean,
It's the right thing to do.
it's something. Something happened.
Yeah.
I think I fixed her. I yell. I go. I solved it. Yell down.
So the only effect from that was that her breath caught, but like her face has remained.
No, she is in every way like a statue.
Okay. So you and I are still in the kitchen. Are you still like sniffing around?
Yeah.
Actually, let me say that in character.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting anything off these pots and pans that she might have touched, but I say, wolves have a good sense of smell. Like, do you think you could smell something that was off?
I could do that. I am very stingy about my wild checks,
know,
but I feel like
yeah.
this would be a good use of it.
Detective Wolfnut?
Actually,
Rosie and the Wolf.
you know who else has really good smell?
Trees.
Wheezy.
Is a sweet Wheezy. So Walnut is being in the kitchen, does not want to turn into a giant dire wolf. Turns into her sweetest of forms, little Wheezy.
And I go,
Weasel.
well, I still take credit for the idea.
And I want to do a sniff, which I have advantage on.
Pack tactics.
Oh, that was a 19, but let's just see if I can do better.
Let's see if you can do better.
Oh, she can't. But so that's a 26.
You sniff.
I love it.
27.
For sure. You smell it's faint,
Okay.
but down here low, just like underneath this shelf, you can see that there, like, where mice have come in. It happens. It's not necessarily evidence of a crime,
Well,
and you can see that their little paws, they've left impressions down in here, but it's the dust is almost like a fine powder, not like a sand,
okay.
or just like dust from outside, like boot dust.
Oh.
And it has a smell that. Let's see. What would be the best way to do this? Give me the check again.
With advantage?
Do it one more time.
Yeah, with advantage. You're still good at it.
Avantage. That was a 14. It should be a 21. Oh, or a 23.
3.
It is Enclave Ritual Incense.
In the kitchen?
This is the residue of almost like the way it would be consumed as a material component.
Uh-oh.
Lamb?
Yeah. So
It's hard to tell how old it is.
Yeah.
It's so, like, especially to the apparatus of the buoys, it is all-encompassing. It would be strung to a person.
Okay. And it's not doing anything to me to smell it.
No.
Okay. So I will turn out of my wild shape.
Just like hands and knees.
And I'll, like run my finger through it
Yeah.
and just make sure it doesn't do anything to me.
No.
Okay.
This is like it's like the exhaust of a spell.
Okay, I figured.
Gunpowder residue.
Bet my
Functionally.
life on it.
BBC.
I look at Rosie and I say, this is evidence of magic used. This is incense. And I don't say, what kind?
Good.
Because I'm a little nervous.
I like you. You're all right.
Does it seem like the kind of thing that Prophet would have used to cast a spell?
No. This
Okay.
is magic of the natural world.
I grab your hand and I look at the smudge, the gray smudge of this, and I say, okay, where do we find this incense? Where does one find incense like this? We have to find it. I need to know exactly where it came from. I sniff it. It smells good.
I like it, but it's weird.
But it's weird.
Patchouli.
Well, it says, I mean, I might know someone who would know.
Really? That
Yeah.
sounds great. Who is it?
You know her.
I know her?
That cough is in character.
Well, the way it is, it has to be like, you know who it's,
Well, it could be. I'm looking. I still have your hand. It's like it could be Grella. I don't trust her, and she knows her way around a kitchen. No. She would know how to get in and out of here without leaving a trace. It's Grella.
No, it's Nalayan.
Nalayan.
This is natural magic.
I drop your arm, and I kind of look at you like, well, why would Nalayan be bothering herself with the proprietor of a tavern?
Maybe she knows who would be. I would love to believe it's not her.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
The incense is so powerful.
yeah. Well, it is. You're being choked by this. It's like a cardamom.
Yes.
And like a
Oh,
rosemary.
it's just so I got it up in my snoot when I was a weasel, and I.
Yeah, it's all up in there. I don't know how much Rosie knows or cares about Nalayan. She's seen her, certainly, but she
I don't
doesn't know
think that
how.
she was there when she went nuts.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I think Grandma recognized Grandma. That's the situation, I
Right.
think.
That was
Yeah.
actually just Cthulhu that went.
Right.
So while it's like Nalayan, who is a fine person to visit, and it would be totally cool of us to go up there.
And she's super nearby, right? Like she's right in the forest.
She's
She's
right
so
up there in
close.
Crucible. Yep.
All right, well, we can at least hunt down this lead there.
Sure.
Should we go now, or should we get the boys?
Well, let's get the boys.
Look at my watch.
We definitely want the boys.
Okay.
That is one thing that we do want, and we want all their swords for them to have them,
Oh. Okay.
just in
Right.
case stuff
All right.
in the woods. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm just imagining that, like, you're like, yeah, we should go because you have like a age spot that changes.
It's it's
and
growing
you need
with
to get
time.
looked at, but you know how long it's been since the last time you checked? It's like, it's been
Yeah.
3 hours.
It's like I got about 6 months left.
I need to
so
go to a doctor.
We should probably hurry this up.
But in the meantime, this is very useful.
Yeah.
Cthulhu, the last moment when you are out of coherence with the that you can recall in detail involves the effortless construction of a type of order so delicious to Haster that it could not help but attempt to devour and contain it. And it was ultimately the entity's downfall.
For now.
For now. There's a matter of time. I mean, my favorite headcanon, certainly I spend a lot of time listening to people online. My favorite headcanon is that there's a Big Bang scenario.
Yes, that's exactly what it felt like at the table. It's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I agree with that. I believe that it's like if something becomes my headcanon, it just passes into canon, I guess.
It ended up reminding me, there's a short story called The Solipsist that was all about,
Ooh,
it's very good.
I already like it.
Yeah, you would. But it's super short. It's only a few paragraphs long. It's all about a guy who just is depressed and he starts wishing that things didn't exist and then nothing exists at the end. And then he's like, well, what am I going to do now? And some guy's like, oh, thank you. You can have my job. And his name is like Walter Jehovah or something. He's like, I don't want this anymore. Goodbye. I'm going to wish myself out of existence. Pop. And then this guy's like, well, I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll just make the world in 7 days, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
I'm into it. I support that. I support that type of material. That's the last event. After that, no body was required. It'd be like selling a car once you no longer need it.
I'd probably just donate it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even want the money.
Well, and there's a type of analysis that probably suggests that matter simply went back. It was exchanged for something else or nothing.
Yeah.
But it is increasingly difficult in this place to perceive the normal kinds of stimuli. Like, so your awareness becomes immense, but it's not as granular as it was, right?
Yeah.
Right? And you have an awareness at some level that, and you have had this awareness before, that Walnut is very angry and sad. But she's sad about something that isn't true, which is that you're leaving, but you know perfectly well that distance is itself a kind of distortion. It's not true in any real sense, right? And it's
As
sad.
long as you remember.
Exactly. It's sad that she's not able to contain that knowledge, but that's not your responsibility.
Am I observing things at such a vast scale? Like, does that
It's not. It barely
does that even mean anything to me that somebody would be upset?
It would have meant something to you, and so it's like when you go into a time machine. It's like in iOS 10,
No.
where you can just go back and you can just like choose identities,
Yeah.
just flip and fold through them.
What the state of that file was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this iteration would have found this piece of information noteworthy.
Where am I? Am I? Maybe is a good question.
So yeah, start there.
Yeah.
You know what? Just how about just M?
Start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even I. It's not even a question. It's me. Is?
So it's something is constantly, as you're sort of bobbing in the awareness of the like imagine just a bottle sort of bobbing through it, and whenever you try to release identity, whenever you try to become fully synonymous with it, you can't. It's like, at some level, being inside the Sanguilith prison provided a weird inverse pantheon of entities that could be aware of the And now that cathedral is gone, and now that those entities are gone,
Yeah.
it seems to require on some level that you be aware of it. And whenever you try to dip completely into it, it has to push you back out.
Because I remember thinking that, I don't even remember if that was at the table or not, but the idea that I wanted to know the so well that I would actually contain a duplicate of it. I would have it entirely, but it would be much easier rather than for me to absorb a god. It would
Absorb.
absorb.
Like a synecdoche?
Yeah.
It's like a miniaturized version
Yeah.
of
Like in New
the
Jersey?
thing. Yeah.
It would be a lot easier for me to let the know me, because this is the same object.
Yeah.
This is one thing. It's way simpler for the to know all
Absorb
about
you.
me,
Yeah.
and then that's the thing that I want to be. But you're saying that I'm attempting that, and I'm just
That's
being
right.
kept a little out.
There's another possibility. There's a possibility that as you dip below and become the another Cthulhu is expressed.
See, that's another possibility.
Doesn't matter, because they would have the same result in the end. Who knows?
Yeah,
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking.
they mix.
It's like you've got New York, right? But you're at New York, and Las Vegas, so it's like a smaller version of New York. But then when you go to there, that makes an alternate Chris in the real New York.
Right.
And then when you go to that one, then it makes a new New York back in Las Vegas.
That's
because-
how Las Vegas works. Yeah.
It's New York's all the way down.
yeah, just New York's and Cthulhu's back
the
and
end.
forth.
So then I'm done, right? And this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Just constantly trying to swim to the bottom and then bobbing back up because
Right.
I'm too buoyant.
Yeah, it would be difficult to say exactly because you don't 100%. You're not in complete command of organs that would measure time in that way, but you can project it and simulate it.
Yeah, sure.
You think that there may be a mechanism by which, a system by which, you could completely be absorbed by the lose the individual identity, have the Cthulhu enter into absolute coherence, but it does require an act, a task on your part.
A task. That's all it takes.
Just one task.
Just one task.
Just one
rabbit.
task.
Couldn't be simpler.
Yeah. You know that if you were able, that what the requires is another observer, another acolyte with the Cthulhu entity's adherence, calm rationality, steadfastness that is not you, an acolyte. You have to train someone else to do this observation.
The is so
Needy.
such a
Kind of kinky too. Like
Yeah.
it wants an outside observer
Yeah,
to see all
and
this.
it's not lost on you that this mirrors in some way the worship
yeah.
but the only thing that you can tell yourself about it is that it's better than a regular religion, because at least this way the dogma can never attenuate.
It's only one
Put
person.
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of religions, but mine's the best.
Yeah.
At least the harm is minimized.
Well, there's only one that has to suffer with the knowledge. But now I'm done suffering with the knowledge. I want to be part of this
Exactly.
organism.
So-
but I have to go from being the one that keeps it stable by looking at it. I have to find someone else who will do the looking, and then I can go in.
So
Out
what
of
we
the
are talking about
dream.
what we're talking about is at the cosmic level, you're like a district manager and you have to train your replacement.
I am initially, I'm frustrated that I would get so close.
Well, you're frustrated until you dip back through,
Right.
and then through the looking glass, the frustration has to manifest itself again on the
Right,
other
it's like,
side.
oh, I get it. I see why he's mad. I'll come back up. No, let me in. There's a solution. There's a better solution than this.
What is it?
I have to come back out. I have to rejoin the coarse temporal world again and find another adherent to the
Wouldn't that job be easier if you were the though?
I don't think that's its way. version of Rosie I'm imagining because I'm lonely.
But that's how it should be. Even in the scene, Rosie should just be everybody's like thought process. Like,
Yeah.
honey,
The little.
Have you thought through all the possibilities? Maybe there's an easier way.
no. We can completely have this. Everybody, you just make one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just
Oh,
make a
of
real
course.
quick Rosie.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Everything
Yeah.
I know about Rosie, I make a
From scratch.
Instantiate a Rosie to bounce ideas off. of.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
I just want to be the
I know.
and it's just hard. It's
It
just
is.
really difficult.
It's difficult. You have quite a task ahead of you.
As long as I'm the only one that knows the I think all that other knowledge is lost. I may be the only one who possesses it. As long as I possess it alone, I am on the outside. I am the one that has to collapse that waveform by myself.
Okay, so there has to be an observer and a source. Like, in order for the to persist, you got to have both. And right now, you're kind of both. Is that about
Yes.
the long and short of it?
But I want to not be the observer. I want to know it. I want to go all the way.
Right.
So let somebody else observe. Do you want to observe? If I found the real Rosie instead of
Yeah.
just you, would you think that she would be like, yeah, I'll do that? And
Absolutely
then-
not. No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, she's not going to be into that. Not really a whole like a god thing going on.
I kind of felt that way as I was asking.
Yeah.
But it felt good to say it out loud. Well, it's not even out loud. I don't have a mouth.
No, all of this is kind of psychic.
Yeah.
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 Well, it sounds like you need an adherent. Is there anybody else that you can think of that you could, pass this
Indoctrinate?
burden of knowledge onto and give them the same kind of madness and obsession that you've been saddled with?
I thought it was easy to pick up. I think anybody would want to get a piece of this.
Sure.
So I guess it's just a matter of time. I just have to get back there and just start looking.
Yeah.
Then I can get what I want, and then they will get what they want too, because then by that time I'll have said how cool it is to know the and then they're like, yeah, that's awesome, but then I'll be in the
Do you have any kind of
Like a card?
Yeah. Are you worried at all about like starting a vicious cycle where this adherent would then become the observer who then would want to become the and kind of consume your personality, or is that?
I do, that is concerning, but when I am the for these brief moments, it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh.
It's actually not a concern.
Oh, okay.
I think I have that concern as a small mortal.
Sure.
But the knows
Yeah,
better.
I'm the small mortal.
I am so funny as you, Rosie.
Anyway, it sounds like what you need is, this is a term you might not use, but a patsy. You need some poor fool like yourself to fall into this role.
I have been a patsy, but it's the best decision I ever made.
See, I think that's in the sales pitch. You should be writing this down. This is good stuff.
I make a version of Cthulhu that's writing it down. I can't be tasked with it. And he looks so like, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree with me. Thank you.
I agree with me and you and the entity that we are. This has been great.
We agree.
Put me back now, please. I want to be back inside the I really like it in there.
The spell.
I'm gone.
Wish I could go.
That's exactly how that should end, though. It should end with him alone again
Oh, yeah.
in that place.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and find a door.
Make one.
Yeah, but then, listen, Rosie, I don't want to go down that road because with how easy it was to create a version of you, how can I be sure that I don't create a door and then happily go through a false reality where I think I'm doing it?
Oh, you mean like the test market?
Yes, but like the real test market that's fake, like on a existential level.
Can I ask you a real question?
Yeah,
What's the difference?
I don't know anymore.
What's the difference between what you just proposed and reality? You'll never know. So just do it. Make the door. I'm out for real this time, though.
Peace. One love.
I make a door, but I try my best.
I'm making the door.
I'm making a door. I know. I'm sorry.
No, you should apologize.
I will. I make a door, but I'm trying my best for it to be a real one,
Yeah.
it goes back to reality
Oh,
and not just. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you pass through the aperture, and just beyond it, everything is sort of constructed from where your hand is placed against a stone wall. And then as it begins to manufacture itself out with first slow and then increasing speed, you find yourself in the small, mostly disused alleyway. You find yourself sort of stumbling out into a small street with deep wagon grooves carved into it. There is a small sign on the front of the building that says the Drawn and Courtier. And then just below, swinging on a separate, smaller chain, is the symbol of Acquisitions Incorporated. But the process up until now is a process of continuing revelation where your awareness is hacked in half an apparently infinite number of times. Like all the senses that had become so ready and so simple to utilize, they're hacked away until when you're left with the mortal body, it's such a fragmentary experience. At first, everything is in disarray at first. Like you swear you can taste the inside of the boot with your foot.
So I'm dressed then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
This is not a Terminator situation. But right out front, people, worried-looking people have been sort of ushered out the front door, and then the door closes behind them, and you can hear the bar being dropped inside.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stagger out, and
I want this to be the theme of the campaign.
yeah, just somebody staggering out of an alley. over
Specifically you.
I was gonna say they're just back where they
always you,
started.
yeah.
The only thing that would improve it would be if Dinar threw a bunch of money at you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's say I toss
Lunch.
it absentmindedly.
Yeah.
Toss a coin out a window.
It's like we need some space.
Yeah, I'm just like
One coin
going through
happens
Prophet's
to
stuff,
fly
and I'm
over.
like, huh, and a coin just.
Ah, my head.
No, it's just
Oh.
everything else on the
forgot
chest
everything.
of drawers, just right outside. Yeah, a couple coins, an omen drawn promotional coin of not insignificant weight.
and now you're third level.
Slides.
Yeah, erase it again. Yeah, yeah. I am going to wander over there immediately. Though I do remember Haster and wonder if that was enough. What year is this? See, if it's still here, Haster's probably not an issue. If anything, this is in the past. I don't know yet.
It's probably fine.
It's all relative.
No,
It's
but
the past.
but the AI sign is out there, so it's not all started over again. So there's a bar on the door now.
There
it's
is.
like I tried the door.
Yeah, inside, yeah, and the door rattles against some internal shift. And then as you
knock.
a few more knocks, you can hear the bar rattle as it's released from the arms inside there, and Auspicia says, "Oh, Cathris."
Yes.
Do we hear this from the kitchen, or no? Do we hear Auspicia talking to Chris?
Let's see. So you're there cleaning. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can hear Auspicia say Cathris.
Okay.
Anybody who's upstairs probably can't hear this
Right,
because it's
but-
very low.
Walnut and I are both downstairs, so we both hear Auspicia say
Well,
Cathris.
I
Yeah.
suppose we just look at each other.
Yeah. Like, that's not. I guess, though, it could, and then I'm out. I'm like going toward where Auspicia has just spoken.
I think that Auspicia has just realized that Cthulhu is missing, and Walnut just keeps looking at the crime scene.
Okay.
Yeah, and Auspicia looks at you and then, like, slowly opens the door and says, I didn't see you return.
Neither did I. May I come in? Is Haster here? Please say no. That's my concern. But
She says, we haven't seen him today. And she opens up the door and then gives you as much of a hug as you'll return, for whatever duration appears appropriate.
You hear Rosie hoot, like, like it's insane. It's super loud and it's unexpected. And then you have a hug around the knees that's also occurring at the same time as the hug around the torso.
Yeah, it's like those split door type situations.
oh yeah.
Yep.
How long have I been gone?
Honestly, about an hour and a half.
Is it really as short as that?
I look at that age spot. I'm like, yeah, it's been about 92 minutes.
It's started to put little branches out to other spots. You know, it's concerning. Like maybe if it
Gotta get it
disguises
looked
itself as a watch, it will last longer.
I wish that I had worn sunscreen every day of my life,
Or something.
but I didn't wear sunscreen.
So an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. Why is the place closed at this time of day?
And I exchanged a look with Auspicia. Are you classic Cthulhu or you new coat Cthulhu?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Who did I
whatever.
come out as?
My suspicion is that it's just sort of like a revolving door, right?
Just alternating
Whatever
between-
you're
Well,
in.
no. Imagine it like this.
What
Imagine
a new
it.
third body.
No, imagine when you remember we were talking about it before, where it's just sort of like a coat you'd leave somewhere.
Yeah.
I think as you came back, you probably just picked up the coat.
How about this? There's when I appeared in the alley, I was one of the first things I'm aware of doing, because I did it so often and so reflexively, was put on Mask of Many Faces and look like the old former Cthulhu.
Right.
And on this occasion, I actually have not dispelled it yet to see what's beneath, and I'm not going to for a while.
That's for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A MacGuffin.
I don't know what it is yet.
I don't think I want to know what's under there.
It maps pretty well to, I think it's humanoid.
It's a medium size.
Yeah,
So you're classic blue.
Classic Bluebeard.
yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so
At least in appearance, yeah.
that's a little bit. When I look up and I see classic
Yeah,
Cthulhu, I'm like,
this is going to be scary.
Yeah.
wait a second, because the last time we saw classic Cthulhu,
That's right. That's right. I
this is
forgot.
an agent of the Sanguilis.
Yeah.
And so when I look up and I see this, I actually put my arm in front of Auspicia and I say, get back.
Auspicia pulls a knife.
Yeah, everyone's willing to pull a knife on Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Like, no
Oh,
questions
yeah.
asked.
I sigh, a relief. This is the right place. This is home.
just like the Underdark.
I said, no, it's me. Actually, it was me the other time too. So yeah, keep the knife on me.
Yeah.
It was also me then.
The knife is out, but Auspicia puts her left hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And then she says, "It is Cthulhu."
How do you know? You haven't seen the things that we have seen in space.
She says,
In space, you can't hear what others see.
Yep, that's what they say. Yeah.
she says, "I know, but you don't hear it with your ears."
Okay. All right.
One.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I fully don't trust this Cthulhu, but I trust Auspicia. And so if she has been on a sensory level that I can't relate to ever since we got her out of the crypt. So generally speaking, her character judgment has been okay.
Maybe means Connor's all right. We'll find out.
Ugh.
Ooh, yeah, I would ask, knowing
Cross
that,
that bridge later.
being aware of that, I would say the Sangolith is gone. Like,
We think so.
has that affected you, Auspicia? Because she had a rough time in the crypt.
Yeah.
She did. She did.
Would she be able to detect that type of change?
No, for her, I think that it's mostly, it was like the state change occurred, and then she just continues to live having been altered by it. She doesn't have she wasn't like
Connection to
Cthulhu.
it. Okay.
It was not a living connection to the entity.
I keep hearing this clattering and commotion out there, and just keep hearing Cthulhu being thrown around. And I just come out on the landing and be like, "They're dead and gone forever. Everyone just get over it." Hey! Oh, man.
You guys need to
Man. Yeah, y'all need to grow up and move on. It's been like 2 hours. And I'm like, ow. I'm like, ow.
Did you come out of my room?
No, but I yell back to Nace, and I go, "You gotta move your stuff."
That's my room.
Yeah, it's been an eventful 90 minutes.
Yeah.
There's probably something you might want to see. You actually might be able to help us. We've had a bit of an incident. Can you go see if there's anything weird in the kitchen that you can detect?
I'll try. It's not my strongest suit, cooking.
Well,
Such.
that's actually not the challenge that I have for you today. It is more about
Yes, I will cook.
Okay.
Through this, I will find my new acolyte.
I will make me such a meal.
You'll make the acolyte. You make like a brownie acolyte.
Like a little gingerbread acolyte.
Is this?
Practice, yes.
Little biscuit golem.
This is what finally convinces me that you are the real Cthulhu. Because only the real Cthulhu would say something completely nonsensical like this. The idea of you cooking at all. I was like, yes, this is him. Yes, this is our weirdo. No, there's been something, there's incense in the kitchen, and we think it might have been cast off from a spell, but you know, sometimes when you look at things and you've got this magical vision. I was thinking maybe you could look in there and see if you could use your magical eyes to look at it. You know what I mean? This isn't like a drow thing. This is a warlock thing.
You now notice that I'm like, there are tears. They don't seem to be like put on.
Oh.
And I say, Rosie, I have spent time in the company of the
Oh. Good.
I was one with it. Too briefly. So this task is trivial as hell.
That
Oh, God. This again.
I barely care, but I will do this for you, my friend.
I think that on some
I
level,
will
Rosie,
find the scent.
Rosie has known that you barely care for years. And so, but hearing you say it out loud is oddly like reassuring. She's like, it's good to have you back. It's good to have you back, my friend.
I yell, just like, he's talking that crazy shit again. You got that choker on?
Yeah, there's no sugar right now.
Uh-oh.
And I say, it's good to be back, but not as good as it was to be gone, where I wanted to be. There, I was almost whole. Here is fine.
I'm making note. I was like, well, I owe Dinar 20 gold pieces.
I feel vindicated, yeah. I told you this is what he wanted. I told you.
I have to stop betting against that guy. All right, let's head into the kitchen, and I escort you as though you don't know the way. I escort you behind the bar into the kitchen where Walnut is.
I throw that door open, and as though I still have enough communion with the I say, "Solution, present yourself." Just like it's gonna say it to me, like what the answer to your problem is.
All right, and so I see you, and as the only person that was mourning your death, and pretty severely too. You see, she's got mourning mud caked on her, on her face.
That's right. Yeah.
She had like tear stains. She was like a mess. And she's the only one that's investigating the kitchen. She turns around to yell at Rosie and to be like, why am I the only one in here? And she sees you and she goes, oh. And then she goes, oh. I guess you're back.
Yeah.
She starts rubbing off the stuff on her forehead, like cleaning it off.
Reaching the water bowl. It's it.
Yeah. And she's like, where did you go?
I went beyond. And then I came back. But I had to.
So you only came back because you had to?
Well, we all have to do things.
Yeah, we all have to do things.
Right now, we have to get to the bottom of this smell problem or whatever it is in the kitchen. What's the problem?
Well, so
Yeah, rats or something?
there was a spell cast in here. We think maybe Nilayan had something to do with it, but I thought before we go interrogate her, we could get a little intelligence about maybe what spell this might have been.
You say her name,
I say
right?
Nilayan, yeah,
Yeah, now I'm just kind of like grave
of men.
of men. I become shadow demon. I merge. No, at that name, I look at you, Walnut, pointedly. Really?
Yeah.
She was here?
This is natural magic. That's all I know. Maybe you, with your infinitely better magical eyes, would know more about the type of magic that I do than me. Here, check it out.
They don't work.
Walnut's kind of like taken aback by that. And she's like, good. Anyway, we need to go see Nilayan. So,
I will go with you.
you don't have to. You can go do whatever you want to do. Like, I don't know,
Yes.
go be with the
I can. I will go with you.
Well, whatever. You don't have to, but fine. Sure, I'll take the help. And then she looks at Denara and she goes, you need to come. And probably your brother, too.
Am I there? Okay.
You're upstairs.
I'm here
Oh,
now.
you're upstairs?
Yeah.
I thought you were.
Oh,
I thought you
okay,
came down.
You can hear us.
Just
Yeah,
over
I
the
can hear.
banister.
No,
right?
fine. I push past those two.
Dragonborn have great hearing. I heard it all.
And I come out and I look outside and I'm like, Dinar, we need to go see Nilayan. Let's go.
I pat you on
I'm like, what? Nilayan? No.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you don't know that she's bad. Oh, wait.
She killed him.
Yeah, she
And
killed
he
him.
still is
She
afraid of
did
her.
kill Dinar.
He's been holding on to this grudge
Yeah.
for a year.
Oh, but Jerry, DM.
Acting.
Yeah.
I reach for winter.
Oh.
I was going to ask what kit you had.
Yeah. I reach for winter.
So you basically reach
Down where I
to
would
draw
have
it.
it. Yeah.
Just your belt.
I reach out to, in my mind, I reach out to Maleth. Like as a prayer, goddess. Like looking for that presence.
You don't feel it.
You can't just go bonding willy-nilly with whatever god's convenient, Cthulhu.
Jeez.
Oh no. And like, this is now the first actual, like, oh, like I had these expectations of what it would be like to be back. And like, I liked that goddess. So I'm like, oh no.
You should have thought of that, huh?
So selfish.
Just breaking God's hearts left and right. What a shame.
I had so assumed that. So, like, I felt like that there would be
Oh,
less
yeah.
of that.
For sure. The sibling trust. As Walnut pushes past us, by the way, like, pissed off, as she tends to be, I pat Cthulhu reassuringly, like, somewhere on the bottom of the cloak. I'm like, she is happy that you're back. She will be.
Maleth?
No, Walnut, but
Is
Maleth okay too, though? That's part of it.
And Rosie's brow kind of.
Rosie's
brow
brow?
pops off. her brow.
Enough said. I am comforted. I'm into to the cart.
He's like, okay, well, this is happening now. This is a new thing that happens.
No, my brow compresses, and because you're asking about whether Maleth is okay, and I kind of stare up at you darkly, and I say, this might be part of your problem. I mean, your friends are here, then she's one of them. And maybe you should be worrying about how they feel sometimes too. This is just advice, tough love from me to you. I've been thinking it for the last 98 minutes. And I'm
If I ever get to see them
if
again.
I ever get to see him again. At least pretend.
Noted.
So when I see that you back away when I say we're gonna go see Nalayan, I go, oh no. I shake my head and I make my way up the stairs and I make sure that we're not being followed by these two chuckleheads. I say to Dinar, I say, we need to go see Nalayan. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I might need you to help me fight her.
Oh. No. I don't want to do those things.
And Nace is here as well, right?
Yeah, so
And
he sees Dinar acting all.
No, exactly. And Nace is like, so you're being, no, I think so. And Nace is like,
Yeah.
hey. What do you need?
So remind me,
Come on,
who
man.
saw the vision of
Eyes up, Dinar. Over here.
Nalayan dropping the thing on?
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure that
think
was
it was
not me
just
medding.
you, yeah.
Okay, so I say, Nace, good thing you're here too. I had a vision of
I had
This-
one of those.
person, Nalayan,
I didn't have that one.
and she dropped something on Jannar. And
That gets it. Like,
News to me too.
So when he looks down, like, so as we described it before, he has the upper class Janari features.
right.
But unlike Dinar, where it's sort of like a set of ridges that goes back, he has like a plate,
Ruffles.
essentially. What is the ruffles? But he also the flavor ridges.
There it is.
But no,
Flavor hides.
it's more like a triceratops.
Okay.
But he actually has like a flat, wide plate. And then at the mention of Jannar, like he says a lot of dumb shit.
He does.
And now he's on.
So I looked at Dinar and I say, Dinar, after she dropped something on Jannar, the Wandering Crypt erupted from the middle of the city. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I haven't told anybody about this because I thought it was your business, but we need to go see her, and I need you to know that she means danger for all of us.
Yeah, she meant danger before. She killed me.
Not cool.
Yeah, I know.
I say, but she snuck up on you. I mean, surely if you had the jump on her.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably. I had a vision too. I saw.
Oh no.
No, it's cool. It's good. I saw a huge tree.
Oh.
What do you think that is?
Wait, did you see it for real, or did you have a
No,
vision
it was
of
a
it?
vision. It was like a dream vision. I was just like,
I think that just means that you saw a tree. Was there anything special about this tree?
it was huge.
How big was it?
It was so big.
Did it have weapons hanging out
It
of
was
it?
big.
No, it's just a
Just a big tree.
big, cool tree. I don't know if that. You're kind of you're into that type of shit. I mean,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like all trees, even
Yeah.
dream trees. I love hearing about other people's dreams,
Well,
especially the ones with trees in them.
on our way out to this Nalayan lady. I'll try to remember anything else. If there's any birds or
Oh, yeah, please keep me informed.
try to remember the bark.
Yeah, great. I look at Dinar and I go, look, I'm not going to beg. But
That's what it's gonna take.
she says, but please help me.
And he looks at Mace.
I'm going.
All right. All right. That was good begging.
Was not begging. I did not beg.
No,
For
that
the
was
record.
begging.
No,
That was begging.
No.
And I lean over the railing and I just go, in light of your begging, I will join you on this quest.
And she goes, all right, okay, all right, thanks. And she starts
Get up
tromping
off your knees,
downstairs.
Walnut. It's fine. I'm coming.
God. She just tromps downstairs.
So when you, as you get down, you pass. As you are walking down the stairs, Brahma is walking up, and she leans over and kisses your hair, just as you go different ways. And you see her going in.
The only good thing in my life.
You see her going into Propha's room.
Okay.
You've sort of seen Auspicia and Brahma sort of just taking turns being in there. And through the crack in the door, you think you can hear some music playing in there.
Okay.
When she comes down underneath the bar, Auspicia slides out a wooden box,
Oh, okay.
maybe 2 inches tall, like a basically not much but a tacked leather hinge essentially on the back. And on the top of it is too scratched to really make out what it is. It seems like an old box.
Okay.
And she puts it up on the bar and she says, Mom said that if I really needed help, I was supposed to open this box.
Okay. Well, now seems like a good time.
Yeah. And she takes a second, like, gets it cracked. You can hear it click back shut again. And then she flips it open completely. And there is nothing inside the box.
Classic Propha.
And I say, well, I guess what we needed was in us the whole time. Thanks, Auspicia.
The friends we made along the way.
She's like, it's not me. And she takes the box, slaps the top of it shut, and then picks it up, slides it back off of the bar, and throws it across the room.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And in the foyer, you hear a sound almost like it sounds like water moving, like by a stream. And up from the slats in the floor rises first dark black leather boots, continuing up until the person of Portentous Drawn,
Yeah.
of Drawn Enterprises,
Yeah.
catches the box.
What?
She puts the box in a pouch and says, "What do you need?"
And we know her face very well from studying the
A couple of years ago,
drawings then.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's a couple of years ago, there was an encounter, let's say,
Yes.
in the forest that would become known as Crucible.
Oh, right, yes. Okay, right, we did have an encounter. So I just immediately am taken aback, and like my hand goes on my sword.
Yeah, she says, "Time is money, people."
I say, it's your mother.
She says, "What do you mean?
She's paralyzed.
Prophetess?
Yeah.
She's the woman is a statue. She's unkillable."
No,
She's kind
no.
of literally a statue
she's a
right
statue.
now. Yeah.
She's a statue right now.
Where is she?
Upstairs.
She backs away and puts a hand on the banister, like basically keeping track of the room until she is in another room altogether.
I follow her. I'm not going to let her just wander around in our base.
No, you should absolutely do that. I write in my ledger, Portentous is here. Like scribbling as I'm following her.
Right. And the text comes back, like it's clearly written ragged, as though maybe it's being written on a cart or while moving like yours are. So it's almost in an answering scrawl. It just says shit.
Rosie comes out of the kitchen with a giant kettle that she has put on for tea, and she's pouring cups for everyone, including Auspicia, but not Portentous. She's kind of reading the room that like this isn't someone who's welcome.
I don't
for
give
tea.
this person tea.
Yeah, I don't think this is a tea drinking person, but she offers the first cup to you, Cthulhu, and says,
Is it hot?
"Yeah."
Just down in one.
Whoa!
I need the pain.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
In this phase, huh?
God.
He's come back, the eternal tween.
We're gonna take them to Hot Topic.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, they got great stuff.
I need the pain. Ow, 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 ow.
It's gone. Taste bud's gone. Gone.
Spike choker.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're dyeing their hair with manic panic.
So
Not well either.
Not
Just
well.
a mess.
I hand another cup of tea to Auspicia, who
Yeah, she takes it, and then it's just like she's doing like the two-hand hold.
right, yeah. How does she look shocked to see Portentous here, or disturbed, or
She hasn't. You just think they haven't seen each other in a long time,
okay?
and so basically the two of them are there. Brahma leaves when Portentous and Auspicia enter the room, and it's just like through the crack of the door, you hear Auspicia say, "I forgive you."
Oh.
And Portentous says, "You shouldn't." Shadow Council. Mayor Livers, please you. We're going to jump right into the break. We'll be
Tasty.
coming right back for more of the vitamin C team. Your body craves. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Scurvy.
Hello. My name is Jeffrey K. Horkrims. Welcome back to TC Teams. When last we saw our heroes, they were gathered much like children outside of mommy and daddy's room, listening through the crack to a moment of repartee between Auspicia and Portentous. We now return to your game of Dungeons and Dragons, now in session.
I want to just keep listening.
I can do that for as long as you want.
How about 54 minutes?
Almost. Yeah, we can take this as long as you want. So you want to continue to listen?
I think if anyone tried to go in, I would be like,
So
give him a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a minute, but also, she's an enemy, and she tried to hurt us last time we saw her. And it's not just like, hey, well, have fun in our house. Holler if you need anything. Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That noise at the
I
end?
kicked the door in. Sword drawn. Swing on her.
Can you guys refresh?
13.
It's good. It's a fine hit.
Yeah.
Can you guys refresh my memory on our collective recollection of Portentous?
Of course.
I know her from A Team, but I can't remember what our was.
Portentous wanted me to kill whatever was going to come out of the wandering crypt, and it turned out to be Auspicia.
Right.
And I did not kill her.
That's right.
And
She appeared to you in a vision, right?
Ooh.
No, there was a
Portentous?
drow
No,
woman.
she made me
No, she made drink a
sauce,
potion.
and I went down into a restaurant.
Puddle. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
The finest eateries.
So that was bad.
Yeah.
Then she tried to kill everybody, and that made the forest, right? Outside of town.
Okay.
Yes.
And she's just not a lot of good.
And
Okay.
she's known, we know her organization's bad,
Sure.
because we've run up against them before.
That's true. Yes.
We ran up against
Desert.
them in the desert, trying to mess with us. So,
Right.
got no
Okay.
reason to.
It's true.
Okay,
We
so we
don't
don't
like
trust
her.
her.
The
yeah.
Six and Drawn Enterprises are big enemies.
Yeah.
Not just of Acquisitions Incorporated in general, but
But the other thing we know about her, and I can't stress this enough, is that at one point in time, she was trying to draw her own face over and over, like obsessively.
And yeah, we saw her. We all saw her doing this, right?
We found all the sketches, and then we
Right.
saw echoes of them as children.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's not right.
she definitely is not hanging out unsupervised.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah, I think eventually, within a few minutes, all of us have sort of wandered over to where we're definitely eavesdropping. We're all collectively pretending we're not eavesdropping.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
So we're all eavesdropping.
So, Portentous says, what's this? And Auspicia says, I'd never seen it before. Do you remember? I mean, Mom would swim in those boots. And she says, we who were there shall... Okay. And she's like, well, what's the writing on the inside? And you can hear the bed creaking with movement. And she starts to speak in Elvish.
So
So who got it?
I got it.
I got fond of these.
All right, Fondalise. Well, she's not speaking in that.
Do you speak Elvish?
I'm not sure.
Almost all of us can understand.
She
Yeah, I don't
in,
have
in
this problem.
a questioning tone of voice.
I do speak it, okay.
Yeah, in a questioning tone of voice, Portentous says, in Elvish, the hollow of the 6 points. And Portentia exhales and says, that's going to come up again.
I'm writing it down, Portentia. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I start gasping, like mid-sentence, like as if it were a big revelation, so you think I know what they're saying. Like,
Nice.
that makes it even more apparent that you don't know.
oh, what?
What does it mean to you?
Oh, my, so
I'm
much.
having trouble
Oh, gosh.
parsing it.
So
Can you believe this?
there's
What a bombshell.
a few steps. The floorboards creak with increasing volume toward the door, and then Auspicia just throws the door open and goes back to doing what she was doing before.
I act extremely casual. Just like
Saunter.
like leaning against
You lean against that
Chris.
person.
I fall in because I was leaning on the door.
Yeah, this little tableau tries to assemble itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I'll say, surprised?
But there's a period of time where after the door is opened, there's just basically a dragonborn shaped door filling more or less the same volume in the same place. And Auspicia kneels down on the opposite side of the bed and is sort of polishing the anklet with her thumb. And she says, I've seen this before. I've seen one of these before.
Who's she talking to?
She's talking to Portentia. They are only talking to each other.
Okay.
Like this is, you are there in case there's a value prop.
Sure.
But it's clear that you've been allowed in, and this is drawn business.
Got it.
And Portentia says, Father Gordon.
I perk up.
Yeah, she says, remember, so we would spend summers out there. And do you remember that one time where we were swimming in the pond, and the one time he came in with us? And they describe it as like, they almost thought they had seen like a fish in the pond or something like that under the water, but it was like the flashing of this bracelet, which is so strange because Father Gordon as a man is comically unadorned.
Oh, I've
He
noticed.
is the statement.
Of the season.
Whew.
But the jewelry stood out.
Okay.
Where did he wear it?
Prince Albert style.
Okay, through his urethra? Oh my God, it's an inch wide.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
God,
it's a King Albert then.
it's the regent.
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am right now.
I support you 100%. We've got your back. And Portentous says, we should talk to him.
I think it's a great plan.
That is a great plan. We should definitely go do that.
I know, right?
Investigate anything else. It's all good.
I am.
This is what we do.
My face is very serious listening to this. Like, yeah, absolutely.
You're just
But
like
the hair, like, I've started to fix it. Like, I pulled my shitty bun down, and I'm doing, like, the good braid, you know, like the fancy one. I'm like, we should definitely head over there as soon as we can.
But like the thick, like the thick braid, like that
thick braid.
substantial,
Yeah.
like a challah,
Yeah.
but like hair.
Oh, I know. So it's a thin braid, but then she does that trick. She pancakes it. So it
pancakes
looks
it.
real fat.
What?
Men love
What is
it.
know.
this witchcraft?
Yeah. Oh,
No.
I'll teach you about
I
pancakes.
know what we're
Pinching?
talking about, and we should do that. That was my idea.
Oh,
With a braid?
All of it.
you pancake it out.
We have to go kill or talk to. Can I keep getting your name wrong?
Portentia?
No.
Lane?
Nilayan.
Nilayan, yeah.
Well, you were just reconstituted,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, that might be part of it.
We have to interact with her.
We have to kill or talk to a number of people.
No, we don't. We can go talk to Father Gordon. This is fine. And you know what? Maybe Father Gordon knows some other people that do natural magic. Maybe
What?
he's just lousy with people that do that.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I agree with you.
Are you just agreeing with me to agree with me? Are you trying to
No.
placate me?
No.
That goes, I don't have time for
Which
this.
one do we want to go to? Decisionist. Let's have it. I don't care who I kill.
We're going to the land.
Recruit. Sorry. What are we doing?
We're going to the land.
Oh, we're going to Father Gordon.
What?
I'm
Who?
studying my own reflection in like a shelf, like with a glass front, and I'm adjusting, and I hear we say, it's like, no, we're going to Father Gordon. We have to figure out what this fucking bracelet thing is about.
Father Gordon.
Yeah, they just
This was
said it.
all in Elvish.
Oh, right. Well, Father Gordon probably was.
You can hear that. Yeah.
You
Is
probably,
that what it's like? I don't know what it sounds like.
right?
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there might
Father
there might be
Gordon.
part of a Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even father is probably different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see Father Gordon.
You also give them too much credit. They would
Let's
pick up
go.
on that even if
Yeah, you heard them.
I'm just concerned. I just have to put it out there. I know I'm very excited to go see Father Gordon too because that is not going to see Nilayan,
Yeah.
which is a
you
thing
saying
that
this
I don't want to do. Yes,
loud?
this is all in character. I say, but someone did an enclave ritual in the kitchen
with the
with the
Candle.
incense.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, and we're
Check
gonna
the-
find out who it was. And I think the sooner we get out there, the better. So
And she goes,
Here for the podcast.
braiding.
She's doing a real braid.
A real braid.
Get-
Oh, and it's getting
get-
pancaked.
Getting pancaked, getting real fat, because that's what the boys like.
Is it?
Yeah,
fat braid.
Yeah, it's well.
It's
I don't know about that one, kid.
That one. Maybe throw that one back.
That's like
Got
sex
news for
braid.
you, Kate.
It has to be
You know
redone.
what boys like? A lot of mud and sticks in your hair.
They do.
They want like a fish.
A blind braid.
well,
Then
can we
in the
go
dark.
see the land like after or on the way? It's kind of opposite directions, I think. This
I
Nillian's
don't know
up
that we have to
here.
go see Nilayan at all.
Okay.
Let's follow this Father Gordon lead all the way.
You know
I-
what? If it's how this demoness and Auspicia want it, if that's where they're going, then yes. Let's do it.
Are they coming with us?
As decisionist, I decide that we go see Father Gordon.
Fine.
Nace agrees with me. That's 3 to
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's unanimous. We don't need a decisionist on this.
Ah, yes.
Tiebreaker.
Auspicia says that she is going to stay here, and Brahma also says that she would like to stay with Auspicia for 2 reasons. One, she's going to need help.
Yes.
2, Brahma says that she knows of a way to contact Audra.
Perfect.
So she's basically is saying that she's going to be the home team on this one.
I say it.
But Portentia, unfortunately, is absolutely ready to go.
Oh no.
I'm not leaving Portentous in our base anyway.
Oh yeah, she's coming with
Get
us.
back come with us or get back in the box.
Get back in the box. I don't think she was in the box.
I know what I saw.
She unfolded.
Yeah.
That's her house.
Been right here the whole time, listening in that kitchen.
Portentia, in fact, is already out the front door.
All right.
Okay.
And
gosh.
she is out at the carriage house, and has opened it up with a lot more ritual and caramello style stretching out of time. And as she throws it open, you can see her just walking slowly into it and just looking around.
Like she's visiting an old
Yeah.
haven. Yeah.
Kneeling down, like looking underneath the middle of the cart.
Isn't that where we found the ghosties?
Like
Yeah,
the nest
the
she
Yeah.
had made.
Yeah.
And then
So
drawings.
she's going through kid memories.
Yeah, she just places her her palm just on the smooth floor, and just brings up some dust between her fingertips.
It's a classic feeling.
She says, "Dust?
Yes.
You're great."
Said so viciously.
One of the 8 classic mortal feelings.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? A1.
It's like
Steak
like
sauce.
BuzzFeed. While mortal, you gotta feel these.
No. It isn't even wild mortal. It's like mortal ? Try these.
only
Try these
mortal-
8 phenomena.
Only
Number-
mortal kids will remember.
Number
this.
7 will sting you.
Yeah.
What?
So be careful.
Mortal kids.
Yeah, so she moves out into the street. She basically just sees where people get in.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this. thing, I guess.
It's very clearly like a calibration, like a social calibration assessment. She wants to see where people put themselves in this situation.
And the cart is in the carriage house or out front?
Right now, it's inside.
Okay.
Let's bring it around.
Yeah.
That's very
yeah.
polite of her.
We'll go activate. Coriander is a flesh.
horse.
Yeah.
Oh, is
it
a
flesh now?
is a horse in quotation marks yet
Okay.
again.
One
Excellent.
flesh.
Oh.
All right. Well, I have different memories of the potential that she contains when I grab her by her just world-weary face and lead her out by like that big horse jaw. I got her behind there, and
What do they call that? That front part of the horse, that face?
yeah, it's like a horse face.
Just under that mandible.
Yeah. Get her
It just
under there.
it just
Horseable.
detaches.
Yeah. I put it back. I push it back in there. It dislocates all the time.
This whole
just
thing.
trash.
Sliding it out of joint.
Yeah.
She got that trick jaw.
Yeah.
Rain's coming.
Anyway, she's got the cart behind her, and we got her out front now. And she's looking rough,
Yeah.
but she's not sniffing for gold pieces. So
yeah.
that-
Costs are down.
costs
a
are
win.
down.
From this market?
You do get what you pay for with this horse, though. So
Feed her an apple.
We're going back to
I look like I'm made of apples. I got no apples. I pat my purse. I do. I have an apple. And
There it
It's like filled with grandma snacks, and I'm mad about it. I'm like, all right, this time I did have an apple,
Not always.
and I feed it.
do horses like potatoes? I can.
No, the difference. It's just a horse.
We'll paint these
It's a pumpkin-
potatoes
come to
red.
Come to tears. Yeah. So
That was smooth.
I do give her an apple. It's small, but it's enough. It's substantive.
Yeah. There's enough to get the little lady going,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, as you wheel out this instrument, she pulls herself up next to you on the just up on the carriage, like basically at the reins.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm actually fine with it. I don't protest this at all.
Yeah, this is probably the best case scenario.
Okay.
Right. I mean, for you, for the Rosie that we know,
Yeah.
This is enemies close. This is a classic.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I get I have the feeling that Rosie knows that Portentous is an actor, a bad actor in this situation, but Rosie herself has been the bad actor before, and so she's trying to identify the ways that Portentous would behave, the things her eyes would take in, and kind of like try to identify her motive doing those kinds of things, which I guess is a very convoluted way of saying Rosie's just doing a lot of insight checks right now.
Yeah.
She's just sussing out those motives.
You should just do one for real.
I'm going to take advantage on it
I want.
because I like it. I like to do that. Well, that's a 2. It's not the best. It's a 7. Woof. So it's a total
You know what?
of a 9.
You think you might have been wrong about her.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
kind of
Like,
sweet.
yeah, was there a murder almost of you by her? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean,
That was 2 years ago.
get in line.
You know what I mean?
Add her to the list.
Yeah, exactly. This is an opportunity for you to connect as women.
Okay. We do.
You know what I
I
mean?
tell her about how hot her dad is. I don't do that.
Do it.
But I think
And you
about it.
should.
Oh, you should.
Okay, so I don't do that, but as we're going, are you guys all in the cart?
Yeah, in our
In your
classic
customer
config.
Nice. But as
Nace
so,
there too.
yeah, Nace was invited.
He's in the back.
Yeah, he sits with you.
You got a Dragonborn sandwich going on in the back there.
Ooh, lucky boy.
Lucky. Yeah.
Some big boys with big shorts.
Yeah.
Kathris. Charmed.
Yeah.
Enchanted.
We don't.
You look different again.
Yes.
Nace gets a little antsy, like inside the box of the cart. After a few minutes, you can tell that he just feels it coming. He just feels it closing in. So he stands up and then sort of opens the side door while the cart is still going, and then just sort of like hangs onto the inside up on top, and then just like sticks his head and the side of his body out the window like a dog.
Yeah. I go, what are you doing?
Just in the
You
air.
lived in a prison in a sword.
He's like, yeah. Exactly.
All right.
It comes up.
All right.
I am asking questions around the subject of whether Father Gordon is in a place to be romantically involved with someone new. Like, I'm trying to, but I understand that I'm asking who I think is his child. So I'm like, so it seems like your mom and Father Gordon kind of have like an understanding, or like it was sort of maybe like an insemination thing, or are they still like together, or what's the?
If your
I'm just
mom
trying
dies, then doors open, huh?
Yeah,
I'm your new mommy.
I'm everybody's new mommy. I think I got so many kids. Yeah, so that's a question that I have.
She says, we don't know each other like that. Let's start with what I want. I want you to tell me about the child Father Gordon takes care of.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you all about that child. And I want to try to do some deception,
Sure.
because there's no way I'm going to tell her about this child. Okay, it's 14.
Okay.
So the
Hang on.
deception.
Let me make sure.
Sure.
Okay, you bet.
Okay, does it work? Or do
You
you
don't
want to
know.
hear it first? Oh, geez. Okay. So the child that Father Gordon takes care of, it's been a while, but I remember that it was I think a little girl, and there was a werebear situation, and I opened the little window and I yelled, Dinar, do you remember the werebear? We saved the little girl from the werebear, right? That was what happened with Father Gordon. Anyway, it was close it.
the
Close the window.
He
Yeah.
starts going, what happened?
Anyway, I think it was quite noble. He ended up saving her, and one of the impressive things about it was that he was not wearing a shirt during that entire exchange, as far as I remember. Now, I may be manufacturing memories here because, it sticks with you, that visual. So, yeah, it's a robust sort of beefcake upper. And do you know, is it just from blacksmithing, or does he work out? Is it is it a swimming thing, or is it just all organic, natural? Good genes could be too. I mean, you guys are
Is there anything noteworthy about the child, would you say?
Noteworthy. She does not have a fondness for the honey lemon cakes that I have grown to bring to her. She's, I think, grown out of them. She's going through that phase where you're like, grandma's food is just not that cool. It's just grandma food, and she's trying new things. But
Walnut, and she puts her arm up over the back, like as though it were a big couch.
Right. Yeah.
Just owns the space on top of it. She says, "Walnut, are you a liar too?"
Depends. What are we talking about?
The child in the care of Father Gordon.
Oh, that kid?
Yeah.
You want to know about her?
I mean, I can trade. I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
What do you know about?
What do you want?
Oh, well, now it's a negotiation.
You know about my brother? You're not part of this.
Walnut goes,
How dare you?
she goes, I want to know about your brother. I want to know how to know which one the real one is. Do you know how to do that?
Tell me something I like about this kid.
Oh, Walnut hasn't done a lot of interaction with her. I think that I'm kind of the one that knows a lot about it.
Hey, that's the first true thing you said this trip. She doesn't seem like the kid type.
Rosie's just trying to get you to understand that she is 100% keeping information from Portentous.
Yeah, Walnut gets that. And she wants to tell her something. But she, the only thing, it's in her head, it's a chorus screaming, "She's a changeling!" Walnut's trying to come up with something else.
Like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend style musical number.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. And it's that's the one piece of information you don't want to say out loud.
And so she is racking her brain for something to give Portentous that would have something to do it, and she would say, she's gonna try some deception as well.
Yes.
She has no bonus to it.
I love it.
But I'm gonna take advantage
You toss it.
because
Tossed a bone.
she at least gave the charade of wanting to do a deal.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
17.
Pretty good.
It's very good.
But add them together.
Exactly. Where? It's a contested roll, right?
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp,
Oh
womp,
boy,
womp.
of course.
Revered Shadow Council.
Congratulations,
Please
you won a prize.
Congratulations. It's the Elderwood Academy special C-Team dice thing.
Yeah,
Make that. Nice. Let's do the dice.
Here, let's do the dice, all right? Would that be better? Here, you put the dice out there. It's all right, buddy.
Look at this wee baby.
I have the silver set of these that I got for my daughter.
They're nice.
They are her Tales from the Luke
Very
dice.
nice. Yeah.
And Gathered Throne. If you would like to meet my daughter, she and all the girls from my block are taking over the stream from 12 to 2 tomorrow.
What?
Really?
So if you would like to make Ronya's acquaintance.
Wait, what are they doing on the stream?
It sounds like it's going to be a combination of Overcooked, and I think one of them has a fantasy that they're going to plug in and play a very old school game called Viva Pinata.
I love you, Pinata.
So do
good
they.
game.
They think that that's an old game.
It is an old game.
Let's not get
For them.
Do you feed the babies to the parents?
Yes.
It's real weird.
Add the little worms. I know. Yeah.
Save
It's
for
real
table
weird.
talk.
In any case, Level Up Dice, thank you so much for the gift. Okay.
Walnut says she's magically gifted.
How so?
She
Very charming.
is charming. And she is formidable. You know, she almost blew up the whole house with her magic.
With her incredible revelations about the world, that she's blowing us all up, blowing up all our minds,
Yep.
blowing up.
Blow us all away.
Like a sorcery thing, or untrained magic, sort of a natural sympathetic magic, witchy wood type shit, like.
No.
I slide the window open. I go, why are you guys telling our enemies about the changeling kid? Don't give her any of this.
When you slide it open, given that there's now 2 people up on the bench, are you basically talking into her ass?
Yeah,
Big-
just
like,
right to the hips.
Hey, what?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh no, Dinar, you're thinking of a different child right now. That's a
The Father
different one.
Gordon kid?
And Mace says, she's a changeling?
Oh yeah, big time.
She's changed it all over the
She's
place.
changed it all over the place. She's got all our different features. It's crazy.
I thought that was just what kids do with their
awesome.
I think that's just a dream that maybe Dinar had that I don't remember any part of having been real.
I don't think so.
Portentia just starts to laugh. And it just jumps out. It just flows out of her.
And I start to laugh. Just 'cause
It's contagious.
It's so
Just
fun. Yeah,
jumping
we're having
around
fun.
like from tree to tree,
Do I hate
like a bird.
Is it a beautiful laugh?
It is lovely.
Awful? Oh, okay.
like a nightingale.
Calliope.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, there's a joy factor that
know.
exists in the place before thought.
Aw, that's nice.
It's like, okay, well, does Father Gordon have any idea how to take care of a changeling child, or?
I mean, he's doing a great job so far.
Don't tell her anything.
He sucks as a
Don't
father.
tell her. He's bad. I'm winking, but you can't see my eyes.
All I can see is your
I
snout
know,
coming
winking
out
up
of the
against
window.
wood.
No, you're doing
can hear the
you're
eyelashes.
doing like this, like a scissors closing to indicate winking because you don't know how to wink. He's like, click, click. What is that?
I say the word wink. I go, no, he's a terrible father. Wink.
Winking.
Winking currently, and winking has ended.
Yeah, in its state, wink. So the Wayrest Inn that Father Gordon operates, and where he takes care of the young creature, whose absolute full details have now been made plain.
Well, whose
yeah.
fault is that?
That is probably, from here, it is probably another day.
Okay.
So far we've been talking and just moving through. There's been no ritual of any kind. That's always available to you, of course, as
We've been there before. You can do it.
a cartographer.
I'm not showing Portentous any part of what I
Oh,
can do.
see, now I have nothing but respect for this.
Thank
That
you.
is amazing. So you're not showing her the ritual at all.
No.
I love it. I love it. But you're.
So Denari goes, why aren't we? No.
So you are, but it's time to, it's time to tuck in probably.
Okay.
Sun is starting to go down.
Make camp.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
getting real low.
It's
Yeah.
getting real low.
Yeah.
So we haven't, because we typically use the ritual. What does that look like when it's time for everybody to bed down, get prepared?
Well, the non-elves have to sleep. Usually, you elves take watch, right? So you can transfer 4 hours, and we'll get our little mortal rest. Our 8.
Between Dinar and Nace, they just carpet the back of the.
Yeah, there's nobody stand back there.
Yeah.
There's no visible. It's just like all Dragonborn on the
It's just-
floor.
it's
So if
like-
anyone sleeps back there, they're on top of them.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like
these
painted with Dragonborn.
And it's like snoring in
Yeah.
stereo.
Yeah, like very good. Okay. Well, if we build a fire, then I'll be out by it. Well, you two are negotiating the watches. I've got my shawl kind of clasped around me. Very small creature.
Where's Portentia? Like, where's she settling in?
Yeah, Portentia is essentially just observing. She is just like she did when she waited to see where people sit on the cart, what that arrangement looks like. She's now watching the preparation.
Yawn.
She's like Anthony.
Yes. She's saying, what do these mortal creatures do with their time? I shall emulate it. Yeah. Is it creepy? Are we creeped out by this? Like her weird observation of us?
It's not like it isn't the way that like a hawk would observe it.
Sure.
The curiosity at least seems genuine.
Okay. All right. I do not pat a space next to me at the fire. I actually make a point of not patting the space.
And everybody feels it.
You pile little rocks up.
Yeah, I cover all the spaces around me, very uncomfortable, so no one can sit. And I feel satisfied with that.
I look at Cthulhu and I go, just really flippantly while I like walk towards a rock to sit on in trance. I just go, I'll take second watch.
Okay. All right. And I just sit by the fire, and I am looking at Portentous like a hawk. Like it's I don't
Yeah, like as in a hungry way.
hungry like the wolf.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Everybody's got a hungry hawk. That's not the song.
Wear my
Not
sunglasses
the
at night.
song?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a hungry hawk. That's the lyric.
That's
I
it.
thought it was, yeah, but it's actually not. No, I'm looking and I'm staring and I'm trying to, like, in what way is she trying to make it not weird? Like, it's more casual, I assume.
Yeah.
Weirder
But she's
between the two of
interested.
them.
But I'm like, I have a
She
book
like,
open and I'm
yakety-yum?
looking at her, but I'm turning the pages of the book. So I put this away.
we should just have it be like an observe off
Yes.
between the two of you. Here, so you have just made some notes, but you haven't looked down at the book.
No, not a bit.
Okay.
Every once in a while, I go, that tracks.
She gets what looks to be like a pair of opera glasses out of a side pouch, and then just puts them up to her eyes and just looks right at you, but you're like 50 feet away.
What's the magnification on this?
You know that you are very large.
Portentous,
Yes.
do you still trance?
No.
It must be useful.
No. I don't need to.
Get that time back.
And then she puts her opera glasses away and hops off the bench and looks back to make sure you're still watching. And then if you do something else, she snaps a couple times and directs you. And then she says, over here, look at this.
No, it's when she snaps is when I then furtively look down like, oh, what?
Nice.
All right, so then I will approach.
Yeah. She turns around and says, like so. And then you hear whispered words from behind her, and then in front of her, homey, multi-story building is manufactured in the middle of the forest.
Ooh.
What does it play then?
And so instead of sleep, you now create houses? And this rejuvenates you?
She goes inside and closes the door.
Do I see her in the window? Because I'm now just watching this house.
No, you can see her, and you can like,
Just once in a while.
Just goes window to window, shuts them, glares at you, shuts it.
This is glamping, and this is not what we came out here to do.
it is 100% glamping. She's got like the cool caboose on the truck.
Her caboose was fine.
So let's see.
First her dad and then yuck.
Equal opportunity.
She opens a window on the top floor. And then you see her sort of like looking up at the night sky and making, and seemingly making notes.
Oh, now I'm excited.
we have a shared interest.
Yeah.
Are you still
finally bond.
you're still awake?
Yeah, I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm trying very hard to ignore you two weirdos.
Okay. I say most of them are still there.
To Portentous, you
Yeah,
say that?
I say it to Portentous.
Walnut Dawn Grass. I would like you to smell.
I do smell. I haven't taken a bath
I want you
in
to smell more.
3 years.
Do it.
That's not. Didn't we wash you?
Fill that box.
Build the box. Build the box.
Build the box. 29.
Oh, great.
Wow.
29?
29?
You smell the
Womp,
herb.
womp, womp. Shadow Council.
Watch
Mayor
me
Lavis,
do it.
please you. Your servant, Walnut Dawn Grass. With that boon.
Everyone watch.
You know about it.
It takes 2 seconds. Just don't do it in the air.
He's doing it in the air.
Don't do it in the air.
For the podcast, Ryan is the before in an infomercial about dice
I've got
boxes
questions
again.
that I want to ask Wendy, like
Why do you make it look
basic-
difficult?
just some basic questions sort of about like
Has he ever?
how things go.
3 of the 4 corners are done. Just like that. Couldn't be easier.
It is truly the D&D Beyond of boxes.
Put them in and you're like, etc.
Hey, you know.
You get it.
You know what it is. Like,
You already
blah,
know,
blah, blah, blah.
You already know
Okay.
what it is.
I die.
You smell the incense.
Ah, shit.
What this means is that I will give you the first round. I would like everyone else to roll initiative.
oh man, I'm a seeping. So,
Don't worry, you'll roll like poop anyway.
it's true.
So what do we got?
I got a 7.
Ooh.
That was
normal.
I can't believe you actually got it in.
12. I know. Usually
That's-
that's the box.
12, 7.
Yeah.
And how about you, Kafris?
14.
14?
Yeah.
Oh, here. My box?
The,
Here.
the back.
I guess it make a sound. Here.
Well, oh, is it like detaching?
yeah.
You're like,
Oh,
I don't even bother. I just threw it on the ground, baby.
Yeah.
Who needs
yeah.
it?
I don't like it. Come on, the belts, guys. They make everybody wear the
they're
belt.
making a sound right there.
What should I do? What should I do?
Yeah, you
Actually,
get that surprise round?
yeah, this is a good question.
Just unplug your mic and you can use mine. We'll just share it and I'll just be like, "You're gonna talk."
I got them both open because I don't know what kit am I. Who am I?
Yeah.
I don't have. I'm assuming I'm not a hexblade.
It is
So-
you do not have the hexblade pact with Malith.
Okay. But I then
So
I,
you have your original kit, but it is not lensed through the Sanglith.
right. Okay.
What
those
you
spells
have
are
done
there.
essentially is cut out the middleman.
Maximum profits.
All right.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Here.
All
Now,
right.
so Walnut Dawn Grass.
Yeah.
You can smell, so that scent hits you. Rosemary, like cardamom, cinnamon, and you go into alert in an instant. Just animal senses awake, and you can see the tree that the cart is parked beneath twist and flex, and you see 2 like club-handed
Yeah.
branches come down
Oh boy.
and just haul itself out of the earth.
Okay. A whole dang tree. Well, oh, I can't do the cool thing that I want to do because I already used one of my wild shapes today.
Oh man.
Somebody made you.
Sorry.
Somebody made me.
Sorry?
It was me.
Sorry, so sorry. Well, that's only 2d6 and this is 3d6. Why wouldn't I do the 3d6? Okay. So I see this and I
yeah.
use my move action to rush towards it. while I'm doing that, I'm pulling out Foremother, and I'm casting flames over her blade. And I get close, and I just two-hand whack it into the arm of this thing.
Just as it's like one of the arms that's pulling itself out with?
Yes.
Nice.
And I rolled to hit. Oh no, a 16?
16 is enough.
Yay!
You are lucky.
Okay. So that's 3d6 of that green flame.
Gra, fly.
Foie gras.
Wow.
15.
Ms. Dongrass.
15 damage.
With the emerald flames
Yeah.
leaping off of it.
Just licking up the arm.
Exactly. And it chunks in. So it's pulling itself out of the ground with these. And it's halfway through this limb.
Great.
And it's only the addition of the spell that allows you to retrieve the weapon at all. It's like into the heartwood of this thing.
Love it.
And it's just useless. That branch is useless. It has to use the left arm to perform the rest of the labors that pull this thing up.
Okay. Well,
Cthulhu Stroud.
We're just going with the classics. It's a big tree.
Very big.
Big old tree.
I'm just gonna assist. It's just fairy fire. I want you to see this tree. See
Perfect.
all its glory. Enjoy it.
Let everybody take full advantage. So basically, that's advantage on
Advantage on
attack rolls.
yeah.
So
Unless it can succeed a 16 dex.
that's whatever people get for a 1. That's what they get. Now. Oh, jeez.
not again.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Womp, womp.
Goodness gracious.
No
Grandpa's
more
a
trays to
fire.
build.
Shadow Council never was please you. I mean, I wish that it hadn't happened.
Was that on this?
Oh, no.
So now the right arm sort of swinging halfway on the right, it brings this thick trunk up on the left underneath the cart and flips the cart over.
Whoa. Wake up.
Whoop. So we come tumbling out.
Yeah. So Denari takes 7 damage.
What? I was sleeping.
I agree.
Shouldn't he
So-
take less because his body was limp? You know, they say in a collision,
That's what they say.
you go limp.
They do say that.
That's what
Do
they
say that.
Don't get rigid.
And you don't want to argue with them. Not in this economy.
So the cart itself is flipped end over end, upside down. So now the door that you would be coming out is facing the tree, except upside down.
Okay.
Nace is still completely asleep.
Okay.
Because he landed on you. That's where you took the damage.
Oh, I took all the damage.
It was brother damage,
That's worth it.
and you're weak to that.
Well, I haven't long rested since the last time we played. I mean, I have in game, but I hadn't on my thing, so
You didn't beep.
no. And every time I hit the button, it's not running. So just pretend.
Absolutely. So
all right.
cart, you were asleep. The cart has flipped end over end.
Yep.
You are now looking at the tree through this door, except it's upside down. Everything else is correct. You can't just go out the door
right.
and get to him.
Can I want to elbow Nace.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll wake him up, but not a car crash. And then kick my way out the door and
So you
engage
you,
this.
You jack him good? Like you
That'll
like-
wake
As
him
only a
up.
brother can, I
Well-
suppose.
Gross.
all right. Well, we've all learned a lot today. So
You fucking said it.
it's you set it up. All right. Absolutely. So he's waking up. That's your intention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I'm doing this as on my way out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a real quick.
It's like, let's go, buddy.
Just a real quickie.
Okay.
You know.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
All right. Tell me how you prosecute the activities in your action round.
I comically crawl out of this.
This is crab walk.
Like the door, my foot's stuck on the door. And then I'm stuck on something else in the cart. And it was not anything elegant. And everyone stops to look at this 10-minute ordeal. And then he just like and then he's crawling out and then slips and falls, and then he gets up and he's dusted himself off, and then he rummages through to find his sword. And he
But you reach back in, it's like,
yeah, and then it's just
hand is everywhere.
moving Nace, and it's like, got it. And then like, haha. Literally 15 minutes of one steady camera shot on Dinar crawling out of this while everyone watches, and all embarrassed for him.
Including the tree.
And the tree more than any of them.
the tree says,
And he's just like,
This is a bummer.
make like a U and leaf. And then I swing on him.
That's an even better tree.
this is so
joke.
hardcore,
I know,
dude.
thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And then I swing on him.
Well, that's what I want to see.
Well, you're going to see. Sure, don't worry about that. I'm going to take advantage. 'Cause
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck that tree.
You need it.
Wait, yeah, do you need advantage? Because you got, you got fairy
Can't
fire
take that
on it
roll.
too, so you can roll 4 times, I suppose.
Okay. I'll just keep rolling until I get a good number. How about that?
yeah.
That was good.
That was
See
good.
something like,
Yeah. You tell me when to stop.
19 is good.
All right.
4 is good.
All right. Well, it's plus 9.
Yeah,
So then I'm going to hit him for
that's what I want.
2d6 plus 5.
Ugh.
6, 11. And then I'm going to... So I can use my
Smite him.
spells smite on top of a divine smite, right? Something like that.
I mean, as long as it's just one bonus action, I think.
So, because I thought the divine smite didn't count as a bonus action even.
Does it not? Okay.
Well, someone will tell me on Twitter if I'm wrong. I have no doubt about that.
They really will.
Yeah. No, it's... I don't think it counts as a...
They just get thrown
Divine
on
smite, you
top.
just get to tack on top. I'm going to use a burning or searing smite. That one is a bonus action.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll use that.
it does
more meat.
max damage on trees too. What kind of tree is it?
It's a burnable one.
Is it like an oak tree?
2d6,
Because oak
so
is the
6.
one that you gotta
6 more.
Yeah.
arrow immune.
Fire damage if it's weak against that. And then divine smite on top of it. 10,
10.
12, 13. So I don't know what total damage that was, but it was
A lot.
something.
Was that just one attack?
That was just one attack. Ready for round 2?
Yeah.
Still alive? Fucking
Oh,
freak.
no. Yeah, exactly. It is
have a
now.
lot of health.
It is in.
So I hit him with a burning...
No, you are now. Yeah, you are now fighting a gigantic burning tree.
All right. 23.
Yep.
Is that another attack?
Yeah.
You could do another, or wait, or same attack
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, I
fairy
can't do
fire?
this.
Does that give him another roll? You don't need better than that, but you might
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
see if you get a...
Wow, exactly.
Even if it's not my dice, I feel compelled to lift the thing. Shadow Council, your servant in Arblet 10, he gave you that boon. Wow,
What are
what a great boon.
what prizes are they getting at this point? Anything? Nothing.
After the first 2, historically, it's been coupon.
Coupon.
All right.
Which is good on.
2d6 plus 5. This is all. Is this doubled or just the rolls are doubled?
It's up to what Jerry wants to do. Max damage.
Usually it's
or
max damage,
double
right?
Damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So max damage.
Yeah, max
I don't
damage.
have to roll.
Don't roll.
You don't,
Oh, okay.
You don't have to bother. Yeah. So. what-
17, and then same on the smite too.
I think the smite.
The smite is
you
separate.
want to roll for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
9,
Anyway, I wanted to say the coupon is now
17.
good on Amy the Falcon's new good.
18. 18
Woohoo,
more. I smited
more
on top of it.
strength.
Jesus. This thing fucking dead yet, Jerry? How much damage did I just do total across
A
all
lot.
Like 80.
that? Only 80?
You know, Evelyn could do triple digits.
That Rosie Bee Stinger.
I
Yeah.
could have with better rolls.
So you are awake.
Yeah.
There is
I am now.
an active fight occurring in the middle of this glade. There is now what was simply a very large angry tree is now a burning martial foe
Okay, and it's fairy fired.
thoroughly. It's also regular fired.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do all my attacks on
For the
the.
podcast, that was Ryan just making a drinking noise right into the mic and into Amy.
Into
It's
Amy's
called
mic.
sellable audio.
So I'm gonna just get advantage on all my attacks.
Yes, you are.
which is
It's
a
gonna
lot
be
of them.
sweet.
Yeah. Okay. So one of those is a womp 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 womp.
Really?
God.
Another
Are
one?
you
Kidding?
Nope, not kidding.
Wow.
I can't make a joke that good. Okay. So
Okay, well,
Well,
the
for the
rich rolls,
memories.
yeah.
I'm gonna write
Womp,
down.
womp,
Womp
womp.
womp 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 womp. One
Shadow
crit.
Council, Mayor Layers, please you. Your servant Rosie Bee Stinger, more
come
literally than some other members of the party, certainly, has offered you that boon.
Yes. Okay.
A
So
coupon.
that's one. That's
Also good.
Also very good. That's a 20, dirty 20.
All good.
and then 22. So everything was
so
at
you,
least a 20.
You just beat the shit out of this thing, yeah. That's what you got.
Great,
You might be able to pull it off.
Great. Okay, so the first one is max damage, which is 12. The second one is my 1d8 plus 4, so that's 5. 12, 5. And then my unarmed strikes are going to be... Oh, and it needs to do con saves until it loses to a 14, because I'm attempting to stun on all
You
these
bet.
two.
Okay, it's done.
Two?
Yeah.
Back to the old Cthulhu ways. It's like it's brighter now. It's a little bit brighter.
8.
Now I will go.
But it helped.
Plus 9, so 17 plus 17, 34 points of damage, and it's stunned.
Well, yeah, it's stunned insofar as it's no longer alive.
Oh, good. The ultimate stun.
So tell me what this looks like. So one of the arms is just sort of like it's just hanging by that sort of V-shaped cut.
Yeah.
It's just burning pillar of smoke in the nighttime forest.
Okay. So if I see that cut that Walnut delivered, I am flying directly from my little huddle.
Yeah, it's like one
fireplace.
move.
Yeah, the chow, and then the staff of the master hits the inside of both inner limbs there to try to you hear that
Split.
cracking wood sound.
That kindling chop.
Yeah.
The real throaty one.
And then from it's at that point just dangling, and the unarmed strikes are
Unarmed
Rosie,
strike.
Yeah, Rosie is driving her elbow twice to sever this arm and have it fall into the fire.
Captain America log split it like.
She's not strong, right?
Yeah.
Like sure, it's not so much just a feat of strength.
No, but it is a feat of precision. And only as sharp as only a grandmother's elbow could be.
So sharp.
Straight through the
So dry.
exactly.
It would have cut fire from that.
Yeah, the limb hangs with the first strike, falls off. The entire beast crashes back into the ground, and I need a perception roll.
From everybody.
Yep.
Sure, why not?
21.
Ooh.
Pair of twos. The fact that we both rolled the same number, that's something.
Is that special? Is that gonna do anything?
Bomb.
Oh,
So
you
you
roll
see-
for Nace.
Oh yeah, here.
Oh, it's a 1.
Yeah.
He's nothing.
No, Nace did good. He did 15, but it's not as good as Rosie. Just against the pink clouds that are signaling the end of day, you can see a tiny brown sparrow flit through the air away from the camp. Shadow Council, may our labors please you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Episode 2, Season 3, Arc 3. What a treat. It's like
The boy back.
It's like a
Boy's
license
back in
plate.
town.
It's like a novelty license plate. Thanks so much for hanging out. We will be back very, very shortly with Table Talk, and then we will leave you to it. You can just continue to prosecute the events of your day. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.